everyone, I thought I would do a quick video on the piggies, a quick little cage tour. Yes, hello. And show you what they've got in here while they're nicely cleaned out. So if I start with the boys' cage, now as I'm sure you all know by now, this is the cage which Gizmo and Jafar live in, who are both being little monkeys under here. What are you doing? Hello? Hi Giz. Where's your brother? Where is he? There he is. Hi. Oh, good boy. So there's Gizmo and Jafar. Gizmo is this Abyssinian here, and Jafar is the black one with a mohawk. Aren't you? Yes, you're very cute. He's a little bit more shy, but they're both very, very friendly and love strokes and cuddles. Every time I clean them out, they get a bit funny with each other and start squabbling. I think it's because it sort of kicks up all the scents and everything, and then they have to go around and reclaim it all. Boars are a bit of a pain at the best of times, but they never fight badly. It's always just little arguments, little verbal arguments. Oh, there's nothing in your bowl. Would you like some forage? You want some forage? Hello? Hi baby, you want some forage? Yeah, good boy. Oh, Jafar! Jafar! What do you want? Now Jafar will only let me stroke him when he's in a good mood. Won't you? Oh, good boy. And he loves being scratched behind his ears. Look at his eyes. Oh, yes. And he's got these little pink nostrils, which is really cute. So there are the boys. I might just give them some forage so they'll come out, and otherwise they spend their whole time under here. This is their favourite place to be. They used to be really, really bad fleece burrowers, but I find that if I put just a little bit of fleecy material in the corner, they go under there instead of... Good boy! Now this is where Gizmo was really, really naughty one day and decided to chew at it. Didn't you? You're naughty. He hasn't done it since, he just had a really destructive day. So Gizmo and Jafar have both been very well recently. I don't know if you'll remember, but Gizmo had a little cyst on his bum, and it's still there, it just hasn't changed or done anything, so we're not doing anything about that. So the bedding they're on is sort of half Fitch bedding, which is a paper-based, dust extracted, completely pet safe bedding, and a mixture of that and fleece. So I put the Fitch in their sort of high traffic areas. They spend a lot of time under here, so that it's really hard to keep fleece clean under there, and to be honest I just find it gets a bit unhygienic. And the same over there under their hay and under their water, it gets really gross. But then they've got this bit of fleece in the middle as their sort of cosy area with their houses, haven't you? So Gizmo Jafar's cage, I forget the exact dimensions, but it's over 6 foot by just under 3 foot, isn't it? So I'll just show you quickly what they've got in their cage. They have got, oh yes, they've got this adorable little caterpillar, which is, I believe, by Boredom Breaker. It's the Woody's caterpillar or something, which they've had a tiny nibble on his little antler, but they're not really bothered by any toys, to be honest. They're not huge chewers really. The only thing they really chew on is sort of this sort of thing and cardboard toilet roll tubes. So I might throw them one in later for them to nibble on. So they've got a couple of these, excuse your bum, sorry. They've got a couple of these, oh, I totally forgot what these are called. These are the Wilkinson's Play Veg. So you get a pack of loads of these for sort of £1.50, something like that. And they're kind of a corn husk and natural stringy sort of thing, and they're all dyed with vegetable safe dyes as well. But yeah, that's those. Gizmo and Jafar, stop it. Be nice to each other, please. This is their little squabbles that they have. They teeth chatter, and Gizmo does this little voice like, oh no, don't pick on me. I know, your brother's so mean. You're meanie. You are. Right, be nice. So they've got 2 of these play veg in here. This fleece, by the way, is from Primark. I buy most of my fleeces from there just because they are sort of £3 and they're quite a good size. This is it folded in half. I would only need 2 to cover the whole of this cage. And yeah, so this is a little wooden natural tunnel, which is just made of these sort of sticks joined together by bits of wire, so you can bend it into any shape. I've got mine into a little tunnel which they can just about fit under. They're probably a bit big for it really, but they do like to chew on it as well, so I try and keep it in there. So they've got something to chew on. I'm trying to encourage them to chew as much as possible because of course guinea pigs need stuff to chew on to keep their teeth down. So I'm trying to encourage them, but it's not easy with these boys. And then they've got this one which is very similar to these, but it was off a little mobile, which was really, really cute, but they just sort of chewed the strings and broke it. So I've left this in here because they've been stripping the corn leaf off this. They've got a couple of these houses from Pets at Home. Now with boars they can be a bit tricky about having enough houses, and they will always want the one that the other one's got. So they've got 3 places they can hide in here, so that's 1 each plus 1, which I find is kind of the best idea with boars because they can be a bit tricky. And then over here they've got, this is a loofah ball, which they don't chew on, but they do push it around a bit sometimes, and yeah, they don't really do much with it, to be honest. So they've got their hay over here, which is a dust extracted meadow hay. So this is the hay that I use. I've tried loads and loads of different types of hay, and this is one that I find that all the pets actually like. I used to buy hay from Hay for Pets, and I used to get the Timothy hay, and it's dust extracted and it's quite expensive, and it's like the best that you can get, but some of my pigs are really fussy and wouldn't eat it. So as much as you can get the best hay in the world, they really need to eat it. So this is something that I find that they actually like, and I buy it from the range, and it's £3 something for a bag, so it's really cheap. And it hasn't been so great this time of year, but it's normally much greener than this. But it does have, it's not picking it up on the camera, but it does have quite a lot of green bits in. It's long strand, it's dust extracted, and they all really like it, so that's what I'm using at the moment. And then over here, as always, they have this bird thing hanging up, which is a bird toy that I got from, I think, Pets at Home, and they have chewed it. It's obviously dyed with vegetable dyes again, and it's all safe for them to chew. There we have the daisy garland from Pets at Home, which was absolutely adorable until they have wrecked it. So, like I said, they're not huge chewers, so when I do find something that they will chew, I basically just leave it in there. They've got the learning links from Poundland, which don't do anything other than add a bit of colour to the cage. They have a Living World bottle. I use the glass sort of water bottles. These are the ones that I found that are the best for not leaking, and they're easy to clean, and I like them. They share one now. I used to have 1 each for them, but they don't squabble over food bowls or water bottles. It's only really houses that they fight over. This forage as well is a new one that I found from B&M. Now, I didn't know B&M did this sort of thing, but they've just sort of started a small pet section, and they actually really like this one. It is a dandelion salad. My words aren't coming out right today. And it says it's for guinea pigs, rabbits, chinchillas and dagoos, and it is by presumably Nature's Natural Goodness, I guess that's the make. And it's made up of dandelion, green oat, meadow hay, carrots, marigold and peppermint. And I like to feed them that as a treat. If you do feel the need to feed them shop-bought treats, the best sort of option is natural forages and stuff. A lot of shop-bought treats like yoghurt drops and those honey sticks and stuff are actually really bad for guinea pigs. Just because it says it's for guinea pigs, it doesn't mean that it's actually good for them. And guinea pigs are lactose intolerant, so especially the yoghurt drops can be really harmful for them. So this is the best way to spoil them and it still be actually healthy, and it adds a bit of variety to their diet as well. So here is the trios cage. We have Pearl here, who is a 5-year-old Rex guinea pig. We have Ollie here, who is a couple of years old, and he's just a regular kind of short-haired piggy, but he's got 3 colours and he looks very, very cute. He's got the cutest face. Ollie, show us your face. Show us your face. Look. And then we've got Lily here, who is a long-haired sort of, oops, sorry, made her jump. She's a long-haired sort of coronet piggy, I believe. And she is these creamy yellow and white colours. Lily, no, your pal. Lily, you're going to show everyone your face. Oh, she's very pretty anyway. So they're having a munch on some forage too. Oh, I forgot to say actually, these bowls, I've got one in each of the cages, and they are bowls that I basically got approached by a man and his daughter, and they were trying to design a new type of bowl for guinea pigs and rabbits, and they sent me a prototype and I tried them out and I gave them my feedback, and they basically developed these bowls themselves. Oops. And then when they finished them and they sort of put them into production, they sent me a couple to say thank you for giving my feedback and everything. And they're basically bowls that won't tip over. Now this is a problem that I do have with my guinea pigs. Whenever there's some food, they'll put their little feet up on the edge of the bowl, and most bowls do flip over. So they've designed this bowl that doesn't flip over. It is called the Stay Bowl, and I'll put a link in the description of where you can get one. But yeah, so this one actually doesn't flip over, which is awesome because it means their food doesn't get mixed in with their bedding and their poo and and all that gross stuff. So yes, so that is their bowls. If I start with over here, they have got these grids, so obviously they can't, there's no way that they could get in with the boys because Ollie here, or hiding under there somewhere, is neutered, so there's no way he could mate with the girls, or no way he could reproduce with the girls. But Gizmo and Jafar aren't neutered because they're 2 boys living together. There's absolutely no need for them to be neutered. Neutering doesn't change guinea pigs' behaviour, so it wouldn't stop them fighting or anything like that. It literally, and it'd be putting them through an unnecessary surgery, so they're not neutered. So I've obviously, because I was worried that they would smell the girls and they would try and get in with them. In all honesty, they're not that bothered at all, but that was a bit of a worry, and I like to be safe, so I put these up just in case they did one day decide to try and get in with the girls, because as much as I love guinea pigs, I don't want any babies. I feel like there's already enough guinea pigs in shelters and unloved guinea pigs that could be given a home, so I wouldn't want to create more when I could take more in that need a home, if that makes any sense. Oh, Lily, that was a bit mean. Also, Pearl is very old. She's 5 years old now, so if she got pregnant and and had babies, it could be really, really dangerous for her because she's just too old to reproduce, really. And honestly, breeding guinea pigs can be dangerous anyway if you don't know what you're doing, so I just wouldn't want to. I don't know anything about breeding guinea pigs because I've never intended to breed them, so it's just not something that I would do. So I'm ranting now, but anyway, that's why that's there. So here we have got, this is from Hop Nibble Squeak, which unfortunately it sounds like I've stopped trading, which is really sad because they made some awesome products and they were my favourite small pet company, and I had a massive order that I was going to do with them, but it looks like they've stopped, so that's a real shame, but I'm glad I got the things I did when I did. So unfortunately you can't get this anymore, but I've left it in there because it's absolutely adorable. Then we've got this, which is from Boredom Breaker, and it is the something garland or something, but it's got flowers and hearts and it's pretty colours. And there we've got the rainbow bridge thing, which again is from Boredom Breaker, and I just love it. Again, it's really colourful, it's happy, and it also reminds me of some of the pets that aren't with us, because there's that saying that when pets pass they go to Rainbow Bridge and they sort of wait there until one day you meet up again, and I just think that's a lovely thing, so that reminds me of that. Anyway, getting a bit depressing. This is another one from Pets at Home, which they don't really use, to be fair. Ollie goes in it and pushes it around. I don't know if you've seen a video before of Ollie. There's a couple up on my channel where if he wants to go somewhere, instead of just walking there, he'll go into the house and push it there. So he just moves this around and sort of knocks everything over. He's quite a destructive pig. I think the habit started because he was such a shy guinea pig. He still is my shyest, and he's still really skittish, and that's just his personality. But when he first came to live with us, he was so painfully shy, and I think he just didn't want anyone to see him. He didn't want to be out in the open. He felt exposed. So now he just goes in there and moves it around. So here we have this cupcake bed, which Ollie is very nicely demonstrating, which is looking a little bit crushed. I think one of the girls has probably gone up. Well, I know which girl. It would be Pearl. She's probably gone up on top of it and crushed it. Oop, not in focus. But that is from Piggy Palace, and unfortunately she doesn't make a huge amount of products. She doesn't often post them on her website, but when she does, she makes the cutest guinea pig beds, and they're quite reasonable as well. I think I made a video about it last year sometime. What have you got in it, Charlie? And then here they have their IKEA bed, which I just made this removable pad for, because otherwise you just kind of get this wooden base. It does come with some sort of doll's bedding, but it's just a little bit of fabric, and if they peed on it, it would go straight through and ruin that base. So I made sort of a, this has got a layer in it that stops pee getting through, so it sort of holds it all in there. And then they've got they've got this adorable little heart cushion, which came with another bed from, was it Cozy Cavies? I think that I've got a heart-shaped bed somewhere, and that's the cushion from that. And then they've got these little cupcakes, which I think are from IKEA as well. They came in a little set with a cardboard cake stand, but I just thought they were really cute, and I've sort of dumped them up there for doing their cleaning out and not really moved them down again. But the girls like sitting up on top of there. Ollie, I've never seen him up there, but Pearl and Lily both love it up there. You can see Lily's been up here because of all the hair. Yuck. And I've just put an old tea towel under there just to, if I swap that out when that gets gross, it just prolongs the life of the fleece a little bit. I do have these sort of pads which I put under there, but I think they're all in the wash, so I'm just using a tea towel for now, which isn't as absorbent, and it still soaks through, but it will do for now until the other ones are washed and dried. So then they have this ladybird rolly chew toy thing, which I've completely forgotten what make this is, but I believe I got it from Viovet, and it's absolutely adorable, and they have chewed quite a few chunks out of it, so it has been quite popular with them. Then they've got this sort of wooden toss toy thing, which they don't really do anything with, and at some point I might donate to the bunnies, because I'm sure they would like picking this up and throwing it, especially Shindig, because she loves playing with those sorts of toys and anything that rattles or jingles. They've got a toilet roll tube, which I just put in here, so they haven't chewed on yet, but that's probably all of my guinea pigs' favourites is toilet roll tubes, which is awesome because they are free. And then we've got these couple of cosy cuddle sack things. So this one came with Silver and Pearl when I adopted them. The lady that owned them brought all their stuff. Oh, Lily! The lady who owned them brought all their stuff when she dropped them over, and this was one of the things that came with them. It's a great size, especially for Pearl, because she is especially big. Rex guinea pigs are a big breed, so she is naturally chunkier, although she's lost a lot of weight recently just as she's got sort of older. But they are naturally a bigger breed than sort of Ollie and Lily. And then this one is from Paws Up. It's a bit small for them, to be honest. They don't really go in it, but they love sitting on top of it, and it's this snuggly material. So I leave that in there anyway. And then here they have this. Again, this is a Hop Nibble Squeak ice cream chew, And this is a placemat which I got from Wilkinson's. It's seagrass and it's completely natural and it's all held together with string. So I did buy that for them to chew on. So not all pet things have to be intended for pets. There's quite a lot of things you can find that aren't made for them but are perfect for them, as long as it's all natural and there's no dyes or glues or anything that they can't have. They've got this little sunflower mirror here, which I think I got from Vet as well, or Vet UK maybe. Don't know, one of those places. It's got a little bell on and I just think it's really cute. And another chew from Hop Nibble Squeak, which they have demolished. That was round. So they have 2 water bottles. Between the 3 of them they drink a lot, and otherwise Lily and Pearl fight over who has the water. So they do have 2 bottles, which I've just attached this CNC grid to this Core X and then attach the water bottles to that. And then here they have their hay tunnel, which is my favourite purchase from Hop Nibble Squeak. And yeah, I'm so sad she's not making it anymore. But it's got these sort of wooden dowels going across, and there's 2 layers of them and you can stuff hay in between. So they can go through it and it keeps their hay off the floor from getting weed and pooed on. I'm back. My camera died. Hello. It's not quite veggie time. So this is what they do in about an hour, isn't it? Hello. Boys, what are you doing? Jafar, get off Gizmo. This place again is from Primark, and this one is from when Silver and Pearl came to live with us. What else was I talking about? They've got Fitch as well on this side, just because this is a really high traffic area where they sit and eat their hay. And there they've got a little rose from IKEA. And that is pretty much it, I think. So this cage is just over 9 foot by about 3 foot, I believe. So it's a really good size for them. So Pearl's doing really well, even though she's got a little bit old. Yes, Gizmo. So yeah, I really like this hay tunnel because they can eat it from right down the bottom as well. They don't have to stretch up or anything. Because Pearl's getting a little bit older, I don't want to have anything that she has to climb up on, or any ramps or anything that she has to go up, or anything she has to stretch up. I quite like that it's all on one flat level, and there's all the houses and stuff she can go in, and she can eat hay without having to reach up and drink water. And yeah, I think that's about it. So I hope you enjoyed seeing the piggies. Gizmo really wants to be on camera, don't you? Hello, you are adorable. Yes. So are you. So are you. Yes, so are you. But that is it for them for the moment. Yes, you're so cute. Are you going to say goodbye? I think that's everything. Say bye, everybody. Thank you for watching. You are so cute. Why do I bother buying nice things if you just sit on them and poo on them? Why do I bother? Look at your hair on your head. You're a silly piggy. You are. You're silly. Good girl. Yeah, I'll put it in for you now, okay? Come on.